Ancient Egyptian Obelisk Facts. Late in the 19th century, the government of Egypt divided a pair of obelisks between the United States of America and Great Britain. One stands in Central Park, New York City, the other on the Thames Embankment in London. Although they are commonly known as Cleopatra's Needles, they have no historical connection with the Egyptian queen. These obelisks were erected and dedicated at Heliopolis by Thutmose III about 1500 BC and bear inscriptions to him and to Ramses II. The inscriptions to Ramses II must have been added later as his dynasty was circa 1304 to 1237 BC. They were carved from the typical red granite round in the Aswan Quarries, and stand 21.2 meters, 69 feet, 6 inches high, have a rectangular base that is 2.36 meters, 7 feet, 9 inches, by 2.34 meters, 7 feet, 8 inches. Each weighs 180 tons. They were later moved and re-erected in the ancient city of AIexandria till 22 BC. Obelisks are known to have been erected as early as the 4th Egyptian dynasty, 2613 to 2-9 BC. However, no examples from that era have survived. The earliest surviving examples date from the 12th dynasty 1991 to 1786 BC and stand outside the temple of Amen at Karnak. One pair erected by Thutmose III 1225 to 1212 BC is 24 meters 80 feet high and 1.8 meters 6 feet square at the base, and weigh 133 tons each. During the time of the Roman emperors, many obelisks were transported from Egypt to what is now Italy. At least a dozen went to the city of Rome itself, including one now in the Piazza San Giovanni in Laterano, that was originally erected by Thutmose III, who reigned from 1504 to 1-50 BC at Karnak. With a height of 32 meters 105 feet and a square base with sides of 7 meters 9 feet, and tapering to a square top with sides of 1.88 meters 6 feet 2 inches. It weighs approximately 230 tons and is the largest existing ancient obelisk. All of these ancient obelisks were cut from a single shaft of stone, usual 1Y red granite from the quarries at Aswan. They are an historic tribute to the great technical and mechanical genius of the ancient Egyptians, in not only preparing the stones from the quarries, but also in transporting them in one piece and in setting them up on their proper bases. The sides were inscribed with hieroglyphs usually indicating a religious and commemorative purpose. Of interest to us as Freemasons is the fact that in the base of the Cleopatra's Needles obelisks were discovered, cemented within their bases, a trowel, a lead plummet, a pure white stone, a rectangular stone rough on its upper and lower surfaces, and a recessed stone clearly showing the oblong square. Remember that these were transported from Egypt late in the 19th century to England and the USA, otherwise these symbols may have remained hidden from us. The explanation of the first tracing board commences with the statement, "The usual wages and customs among Freemasons have ever borne a near affinity to those of the ancient Egyptians." There is today absolutely no doubt that the ancient Egyptians were monotheists, had a ritual for initiation and higher degrees or learning. They possessed what is termed the Great Wisdom, which was a complete philosophy based on absolute knowledge of nature and of man. It was demonstrated step by step by a science equally exact, embodied in religion, symbol and allegory. Over time, this great knowledge became clouded, then degraded, and finally lost to the world through ambition, pride, treachery and bigotry or men, so that it no longer exists today in an orderly form. But the ancient knowledge based on symbolism does remain, and has never been lost, though there are many who still deny that it ever existed. This is one of the great ancient treasures of wisdom, which we as Freemasons are privileged, in varying degrees, to be instructed in, and to which we sometimes hear referred to irreverently by the ignorant, the bigoted and the uninitiated.